You old fart.
Time for the men. Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast. Welcome to the King Moolah Podcast, y'all. Seriously, y'all gotta love yourselves. All right. So I did my due diligence with women. Time for the men. Now, men with aging. Now, a lot of men I've seen get gray hair. They don't embrace it. They try to dye their hair, and this ain't no weave or nothing. Most men ain't getting no weave or nothing like that. They dye their beard, their hair on top of their head, their sideburns or whatever. They dye them to get them looking youthful, to get them looking younger. Embrace that you're old, okay? Ain't no like, come on. What are you saying? Especially if you married. If you married, you got kids, you got families. Especially if your kids are grown. What are you trying to say when you dye your hair? When you dye it to hide the gray hairs. What are you doing? What does that do for you? How does that improve your life? Like, are you still seeking attention from other women? Like, you want the attention too? It's a two-way street. It's not only women that's seeking attention, it's the guys too. They want attention, they want to look young, they want to feel young. Why? Maybe because in their formative years they were in their prime and they, had a lot more energy. That can apply to anybody. Y'all had a lot more energy. So you tell me y'all had a lot more energy. Well, okay, that's true. But it's because y'all didn't keep up with yourselves. You don't need to get a temporary solution. Like I said, not really a solution. A temporary fix just to feel young. The way you feel young is by exercising. Exercising is literally the key to feeling young and taking care of your body. That's what I should say in its whole holistic view. Taking care of your body, eating right foods for you. Different type of diets for people, but get one that is specifically for you and, get regular checkups. One thing with aging, y'all, y'all don't like to age either. And a lot of times y'all don't like to check up on yourselves in the doctor. Y'all don't like to get no colonoscopies. Y'all don't like to check for y'all don't like to check what's wrong with your body. You think going to I'm speaking specifically black men. There's been a stigma about that. Black men don't like to go to the doctors when they get older. There's some truth to that. And honestly, you got to go to the doctor, especially if you're older. You want to catch anything that could be wrong early. You want to go to the doctor and make sure that everything's okay. You got to make sure everything is okay. What's going on? Like you got to reach elder status. If you reach an elder status, you definitely got to go to the doctor a little bit more than others. You got health insurance, use that insurance to go get checked up. Make sure everything's okay. Men with aging, it's a bit different than women's because it is about image, but it's also about, it could also be about their prime years. I think that's what it comes down to. And like I said, media and TV, film, and the social discussions, all of that plays a part into the mind space of men, the manosphere. Like, why don't, like, aging is a beautiful thing. You get to see another year. You reach level, what, 60, 70, 80. All of those years, you got to see yourself. You got to see what was going on. You are still here. That's a blessing. You're very fortunate to be here still. A lot of people did not make it. Aging is a part of the human process, y'all. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself. Aging is not going anywhere. Everybody ages. Even babies that literally just came out of the womb, they're aging already. That's where it starts. Well, probably even before. They're aging even before in an incubator or the womb. I'm gonna say the womb. Woman's womb. As soon as that egg's been fertilized, they're starting to age. Aging is just natural. It's natural in its most organic basis form. It is natural. There's no reason to think that your youth is going to save you. It's toxic to try to do all these harmful things to your body and think that it's relevant to do so and when it can cause serious health problems. And also the mental state of people. It's not healthy to engage in stuff to indulge in stuff like that too long. Like, I get it, maybe you want to look a little young for a little bit of time. Temporarily. Maybe for an occasion or something. Okay. And I'm not saying people don't go through midlife crises and all these different type of things that will cause them to do crazy decisions. I left that out. But I'm going to just state that happens as well. But you got to realize at some point that what you're doing is ridiculous. Like, it's not going to bring back your youth. Those times was gone. You're supposed to be present now. You're supposed to be in the moment. I can be a victim of that. I mean, I think about when I was in middle school and stuff all the time. I like to reminisce. Well, sometimes I like to reminisce. And all the things that I've done and all the things I wish I would have did. Like, I go through it too. But we got to do better. I don't have a specific problem with aging. It's just, it's not a specific problem for me. But it's not that big of a problem for me. Because I understand that I'm getting older. I just want to live life to the fullest. I do think about being younger, but I don't do it I don't put any negative action behind it. No, I just don't. I just reminisce about it. I sit with my thoughts and then, I let it just understand that it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't change that. Everybody's getting older. So for me, I just feel like people are putting negative actions behind behind not wanting to age, and then not realizing there's consequences for that, and consequences that you didn't even need. You purposely created it. You purposely created a problem for yourself. Why? Well, you didn't love yourself enough. You didn't look at yourself in the mirror and just liked what you see. Now, I understand being dirty and stuff like that. That's different. I'm not talking about people who don't take care of themselves, like in hygiene, like who don't brush, who don't shower, who don't. I'm not talking about that. That's just disgusting. I'm talking about. I am talking about people who do not. People who do not age for real. Excuse me. People who do not want to age. Like wanting to be hygienic and wanting to age clearly are two different things. But y'all got to be serious. I think it's important that we reflect on our formative years to help us where we're going, but don't sit in that state forever. Don't sit here thinking about, oh, I could be young, or don't be listening to these people trying to give you a temporary solution, temporary fix. I keep saying solution. Temporary fix to your problems, because it's not going to last. A temporary solution, if I put temporary in front of it, then it's still not going to last either. But it's not going to last. What is going to last if you, like, nothing lasts forever. Let me just say that. Nothing lasts forever. Best thing you can do is live in the moment and be present and love yourself. Love on yourself more. Okay? Listen, with that being said, drink water, get some sunshine, sunlight, sunshine. Be kinder to people. Don't know what they're going through. Okay? Hurricane Milton. There's a lot more gas. It's not only just power, but gas as well. There's a lot more gas in the places now. People aren't fighting for gas, if I've seen, or causing commotions over gas, like I've seen earlier this week on video and stuff, like in social media. So yeah. Things are going back to normal. The traffic has definitely gone back to normal. Sucks, but it's gonna happen. But yeah, just be kinder to people. Just find a way to get better. Find a way to be productive, and just learn to love yourself more. Be kinder to yourself. That's for sure. Be kinder to yourself. And with that being said, I'm King. It's King Moonlight TV Podcast. I'm out of here. Seriously, y'all gotta love yourselves. Doozy.